Alright guys, we're back. I got the tail put on. I did not glue the engine assembly in. Just so that when I can take it apart and you can get a better look at it if it is apart. The rear section of the fuselage is a real tight fit. You have to squeeze it together a little bit to get it to go in between the wing roots, so it's not going anywhere unless you want it to. So here's that little engine cradle. My table is lopsided. There's plenty of weight in here to hold it up. My table is just that lopsided. I was trying to jack it up, prop it up, but it's not even actually a table. It's a cardboard box sitting on my couch right now because it's just so hot in the other room and dark. We painted this with the AK Interactive Extreme Metals, primarily in chrome, with over a gloss black base. Finish isn't perfect, but that's my fault, not the paints. I got in a hurry and I should have wet sanded and cleared and re-cleared the black because it had a little bit of orange peel in it. On the worst areas, I did go back and wet sand the whole thing down and shoot another coat of the extreme metals over it, and for the most part, most areas, it actually came right back up to the original shine. So there's a couple spots in there that I could have done better on, but we live and learn. The next one will be better. So with the decals exploding, we talked about the different arrow on there. What else? We painted on the walkways instead of using the decal, the non-skid. That's about it on there. We'll set this up here real quick, but I'll come back and do the final glamour reveal for you guys on the mirror with the turntable and all that good stuff. Let's throw our pilot, Comrade pilot officer in there, and that's basically our MiG-15. It's actually my first MiG. I built Sukhois and I built Yaks before, but I never did build a MiG till now. So MiG number 1. All right, we'll be back with the final reveal in just a second. Alrighty, guys, here we are with all pretty shots. The MiG all put together on the mirror base, going round and round and round. So this is Tamiya's MiG-15 Biz. It was like the Mark II version of the MiG-15. Had an upgraded engine. Was more thrust and had a little bit higher altitude capabilities. Of course, on the business end of the MiG, you had the 223mm cannons and the 137mm cannon mounted in that gun tray under the nose. 20mm cannon shells are serious business, guys. Just one could take down a Saber. The Saber had his 650s, and it was kind of an even match, but it might take 50 rounds from the 50 cals to take out a MiG, but one good hit with a 20mm, and that's all she wrote. Another interesting Frankie Day fact was MiG-15, there was one that was shot down by a Corsair. Um, the Russian pilot got into a turning match with the Corsair, who got inside of the MiG and shot it down. But it was kind of a short-lived victory, because about 5 minutes later, that pilot got flamed by 4 of the MiG-15 buddies. Took him out. But he parachuted to safety and was rescued, and all was well with the world again. Yeah, so there's a Frankie Dave tidbit. Built this kit box stock. The only thing not box stock was the decals for the tail, because of the original ones exploded. Used the AK Interactive paints, some Tamiya paint for some areas, and actually some craft paints as well. Just for Bill, we have our pilot, Comrade here, Comrade pilot, and a boarding ladder, all set up, ready to go. Looks like he's posing to have his picture taken with his MiG. Decent little kit. I picked it up at a show. I think I grabbed it for like $10. I think it was, maybe 15. Definitely worth the money, but definitely go out and get aftermarket decals. Did use tape to do the seat belts. There you go. I forgot what those things were called for a second there. Do the seat belts, and I just took I had some Mylar film laying around here that I cut out to do the buckles. There are aftermarket Photo Etch brass seat belts available, but a couple of slivers of tape and a little piece of Mylar were a whole lot cheaper. Yeah, so that's our MiG. I'm going to jump in on the Stuka build here in the next day or so, and also going to get into my Halloween build, which is the Strange Change Mummy kit. I built the Vampire's Coffin kit 3 years ago. Yeah, it's cool. So we got that to play with. So we get those 2 kits going, and I'm going to try to get at least one more done to take to the Butch O'Hare show in November. I'm going to try to get the final countdown diorama done, but no promises there. So if you're in the Chicagoland that weekend, take in the Butch O'Hare show. Come and hang out with all us guys. I live about 6 hours away, so it's not like if I can go, you can go. Come out and hang out for the day, have fun, see some models. So that's it for this one. We'll see you on the next build on the Stuka. We'll do a box review on that one, and we'll talk about the paint. Bye.